because this bill lacks the funding to work, isn't needed, and has poor enforcement that I am proud to negate today's legislation. The first reason why you're not going to be voting for today's legislation is that the $2 million allocated towards funding this bill is simply not enough money. Let's look towards Statistica Research Department in June 2020, in June 28 and 2024. They tell us that the U.S. DOE's R&D budget request for nuclear energy for financial year 2024 amounted to 1.56 billion U.S. dollars. Simply enough, this $2 million is measly in comparison to how much they actually need to get the proper funding that they need for nuclear energy and for this source. But the second reason why you're going to be failing today's legislation is that nuclear energy and nuclear funding in general is already funded very well. Besides the fact that $2 million doesn't suffice for funding, these research efforts already have billions of dollars allocated towards them. Energy.gov in 2024 tells us that the fiscal year 2024 spending bill includes more than $1.6 billion for the Office of Nuclear Energy's research and development activities, and $2.72 billion was also provided to build our advanced nuclear fuel supply chain. What this means essentially is that there's no need for this bill to even pass in the first place, because we're just going to be allocating more money than what is already necessary, because we already have the necessary funds in place for nuclear energy to thrive. But the third reason why you're not going to be voting for this bill today is that there's no progress check enforcement. Sections 3A and 3B in this bill say that there will be progress checks every 3 years for the passage of this bill. Yet this bill doesn't provide an organization that will actually enforce these progress checks. In addition, it only says that they will give more funding to the organization found to be most successful, without any criterion for their research being successful. It's vague at best. We shouldn't be passing poor and badly written legislation. As Congress, we cannot pass legislation that is open-ended with its enforcement. For all these reasons, I can only see this bill failing.